For millions of drivers, the words full synthetic have become a symbol of premium protection, longer engine life, and superior performance. The label promises cleaner engines, better fuel economy, improved wear protection, and the confidence to stretch oil change intervals without worry. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Not every bottle that proudly displays full synthetic delivers the same level of quality. Some oils are backed by years of research, advanced additive technology, and consistent real-world performance, while others rely more on clever marketing than outstanding protection. The differences may not be obvious on the store shelf, but they can become painfully clear after thousands of miles, especially in high-mileage engines, turbocharged vehicles, or cars driven in extreme temperatures. Choosing the wrong oil doesn't always lead to immediate engine failure, but over time it can contribute to increased wear, sludge buildup, oil consumption, and expensive repairs that could have been avoided. In today's video, we're counting down 7 full synthetic oil brands that deserve a closer look before you spend your hard-earned money. We'll break down what each brand does well, where it falls short, and which drivers should think twice before buying. Stay with us until the end, because some of the biggest names on the shelf might not be the best choice for your engine, and a few of the alternatives may surprise you. Number 7. Supertech Full Synthetic. Starting our countdown at number 7 is Supertech Full Synthetic, Walmart's budget-friendly house brand. This oil has become incredibly popular because of one simple reason: the price. It's often one of the least expensive full synthetic oils on the shelf, while still meeting several important industry certifications. For drivers on a tight budget, that sounds like a fantastic deal. But price alone doesn't tell the whole story. The biggest criticism surrounding Supertech isn't that it's unsafe or incapable of protecting an engine. In fact, many independent oil analyses and everyday drivers report perfectly acceptable performance when the oil is used exactly as recommended. Instead, the concern comes from drivers who expect premium-level performance simply because the label says full synthetic. Compared with higher-end synthetic oils, Supertech may not provide the same level of detergent additives, oxidation resistance, or long drain capability under severe driving conditions. If you frequently tow heavy loads, drive in extreme temperatures, make repeated short trips, or push your engine hard, many mechanics recommend stepping up to a premium synthetic oil with a stronger additive package. Another point often raised is consistency in expectations. While the manufacturer behind Supertech has changed over the years, the formulation can also evolve, making some enthusiasts hesitant if they prefer sticking with a premium brand that has built a long-term performance reputation. That's why experienced technicians usually recommend treating Supertech as a solid value oil for normal driving rather than an oil designed for extended drain intervals or high-performance engines. If your owner's manual calls for regular oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles and your driving conditions are relatively normal, Supertech can be a reasonable budget option. However, if you're buying it solely because it's the cheapest bottle on the shelf and planning to stretch oil change intervals far beyond the manufacturer's recommendations, you may be asking more from the oil than it was intended to deliver. Sometimes spending a little more on a premium synthetic can provide additional peace of mind, especially for newer or more demanding engines. Number 6. STP Full Synthetic Motor Oil. Coming in at number 6 is STP Full Synthetic Motor Oil, a name that has been around the automotive world for decades. Many drivers recognize the STP logo from fuel additives and oil treatments, so it's easy to assume their full synthetic motor oil is automatically a premium choice. While the oil does meet important industry standards for many applications, it has also received mixed reviews from mechanics and experienced enthusiasts who compare it against more established premium synthetic brands. One of the biggest concerns isn't that the oil fails to protect engines. It's that many buyers expect top-tier performance simply because of the brand's long history. In reality, STP Full Synthetic is generally positioned as a value-oriented product rather than a high-end performance oil. Drivers who tow trailers, operate in extremely hot or cold climates, or regularly push turbocharged engines often prefer oils with stronger additive packages and a longer track record in severe duty conditions. Another criticism involves value. Depending on where it's purchased, STP Full Synthetic can sometimes be priced very close to premium brands like Mobil 1, Pennzoil Platinum, or Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic. When the price difference is only a few dollars, many mechanics argue it makes more sense to buy one of those premium options with decades of documented performance and extensive manufacturer approvals. That doesn't mean STP Full Synthetic is a poor quality oil. For many daily commuters who follow the oil change intervals recommended by their vehicle manufacturer, it can provide perfectly adequate engine protection. The real mistake is assuming every bottle labeled Full Synthetic offers identical resistance to heat, sludge formation, oxidation, and long drain performance. Those characteristics can vary depending on the formulation and additive package. Before buying any motor oil, always check that it meets the exact viscosity grade and specifications required in your owner's manual. The best oil isn't necessarily the one with the biggest logo or the lowest price. It's the one that matches your engine's requirements and the way you actually drive. Paying attention to those details can make a much bigger difference to engine longevity than choosing a familiar brand name alone. Number 5. Castrol GTX Full Synthetic. And number 5 is Castrol GTX Full Synthetic. And this one may surprise a lot of people because Castrol has built a strong reputation in the automotive industry over many decades. Before anyone jumps to conclusions, it's important to understand that this isn't a claim that Castrol makes bad motor oil. In fact, several Castrol products are highly respected by mechanics and automakers alike. The criticism here is aimed specifically at drivers who assume that the GTX Full Synthetic lineup automatically delivers the same premium performance as Castrol's higher-end offerings. Many experienced technicians point out that buyers often overlook the differences between product lines within the same brand. While GTX Full Synthetic meets the required industry specifications for many vehicles, some enthusiasts believe it doesn't provide the same level of performance, extended drain capability, or advanced additive technology found in premium options such as Castrol Edge. For drivers with turbocharged engines, vehicles that operate in extreme temperatures, or those who regularly tow heavy loads, many mechanics recommend stepping up to a higher performance oil rather than choosing solely based on brand recognition. Another common criticism is value. Depending on the retailer and ongoing promotions, the price of Castrol GTX Full Synthetic can be surprisingly close to more premium products. When the cost difference is only a few dollars, many consumers wonder whether it's worth paying slightly more for an oil specifically designed for greater resistance to heat, oxidation, and engine deposits. That doesn't mean GTX Full Synthetic is a poor choice. For everyday commuting, regular highway driving, and vehicles that receive oil changes at the intervals recommended by the manufacturer, it can provide reliable engine protection and satisfy the needs of most drivers. The real lesson is that the words full synthetic don't automatically mean. Number 4. Quaker State Full Synthetic. And number 4 is Quaker State Full Synthetic, another well-known name that has been part of the automotive industry for generations. Like several brands on this list, this isn't included because it's considered universally bad or unsafe. In fact, Quaker State Full Synthetic meets current industry standards for many gasoline engines and has plenty of satisfied users. The reason it appears on this countdown is that it sometimes struggles to stand out in an increasingly competitive market filled with premium synthetic oils that offer stronger reputations for extended oil change intervals, high temperature stability, and severe duty performance. One of the most common complaints from enthusiasts is that Quaker State often gets overshadowed by other products within the same price range that have broader manufacturer approvals or a longer history of outstanding results in independent testing. When drivers are paying nearly the same amount for a bottle of oil, many choose alternatives with more extensive real-world performance records, especially for turbocharged engines, performance vehicles, or trucks that regularly haul heavy loads. Another issue involves expectations. Some buyers see the words full synthetic and assume they're purchasing one of the very best oils available. But the label alone doesn't guarantee top-tier performance. Different formulations use different additive packages, detergents, anti-wear compounds, and oxidation inhibitors, all of which influence how well an oil performs under demanding conditions. For normal daily commuting and routine maintenance, Quaker State Full Synthetic can provide dependable protection when used according to the vehicle manufacturer's recommended oil change schedule. However, if you're planning to extend oil change intervals significantly or subject your engine to severe operating conditions, many experienced mechanics suggest considering oils that have stronger records in. Number 3. Royal Purple High Performance Full Synthetic. Taking the number 3 spot is Royal Purple High Performance Full Synthetic, and this entry is likely to spark debate among automotive enthusiasts. Royal Purple has long marketed itself as a premium high-performance oil, and many drivers genuinely swear by it. However, the reason it appears on this list isn't because it's an inherently poor product. It's because many buyers don't receive the level of value they expect for its premium price. One of the biggest criticisms from mechanics and experienced consumers is that Royal Purple often costs significantly more than competing full synthetic oils while delivering real-world protection that is, for many everyday drivers, comparable to less expensive premium brands. If you're driving a standard commuter car, following the manufacturer's recommended oil change intervals, and not putting your engine under extreme stress, you may not notice any measurable advantage over high-quality alternatives that cost considerably less. Another concern is that Royal Purple's strong marketing can lead some consumers to believe it's a miracle product capable of dramatically increasing horsepower, extending engine life, or allowing extremely long oil change intervals. In reality, no motor oil can compensate for neglected maintenance, mechanical problems, or using the wrong viscosity grade. While Royal Purple performs well in many applications and meets important industry standards, independent testing has generally shown that several competing premium synthetics offer similar wear protection, cleanliness, and oxidation resistance at a lower price point. That's why many experienced technicians recommend comparing manufacturer approvals, viscosity requirements, and independent performance data rather than relying solely on premium branding. If you own a high-performance vehicle or have a specific application where Royal Purple meets your needs, it may be an excellent choice. Number 2, Amsoil Signature Series Full Synthetic. Coming in at number 2 is Amsoil Signature Series Full Synthetic. And this choice will probably surprise many automotive enthusiasts because Amsoil is widely respected for producing high-quality lubricants. So why is it on this list? The answer has nothing to do with poor engine protection. In fact, Amsoil has earned an excellent reputation for wear resistance, thermal stability, and long-drain performance. The criticism is aimed at one key issue: value for the average driver. Amsoil is among the most expensive full synthetic oils on the market, and many everyday motorists simply won't benefit from the extra performance they're paying for. If your vehicle's owner manual recommends oil changes every 5,000 to 10,000 miles and you faithfully follow those intervals, several less expensive premium oils can provide outstanding protection at a significantly lower cost. Another reason some mechanics hesitate to recommend Amsoil as a default choice is that its biggest selling point, extended oil change intervals, doesn't always align with modern vehicle warranties or manufacturer maintenance schedules. Many automakers specify their own oil change intervals based on engine design, operating conditions, and oil life monitoring systems, exceeding those recommendations simply because an oil advertises extended durability may not always be the wisest decision, especially while a vehicle is still under warranty. Additionally, severe driving conditions such as frequent short trips, stop-and-go traffic, towing, dusty environments, or extreme temperatures can require more frequent oil changes regardless of how premium the oil is. None of this means Amsoil is a bad product. Far from it. For enthusiasts, fleet operators, or drivers with demanding applications who understand its intended use, it can be an outstanding lubricant. But for millions of everyday drivers, paying nearly twice as much for oil that may offer little noticeable REA. Number 1. Castrol Edge. When you think of premium motor oil, Castrol Edge is probably one of the first names that comes to mind. Its bold marketing, titanium strength technology, and partnerships with luxury automakers make it look like the ultimate choice for drivers who want maximum engine protection. But here's the question very few people ask. Are you actually getting premium value, or are you simply paying a premium price? Castrol Edge is a fully synthetic oil that meets many major industry certifications, and in laboratory wear tests, it often performs well. However, independent oil analyses from thousands of everyday drivers have shown that its real-world performance isn't always dramatically better than significantly cheaper full synthetic competitors. In many vehicles, oil analysis reports reveal wear metals and oil degradation that are comparable to products costing much less. Another concern is price. Castrol Edge frequently sits near the top of the price range, yet brands like Pennzoil Platinum, Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic, and even some store-brand synthetics can deliver similar engine protection when oil changes are performed at the correct intervals. Marketing also plays a huge role in its popularity. Terms like titanium fluid strength technology sound impressive, but they don't necessarily translate into noticeably longer engine life for the average commuter. For most drivers who follow normal maintenance schedules, the engine is unlikely to experience measurable benefits compared to other API-certified full synthetic oils. That's not to say Castrol Edge is a bad oil. It certainly isn't. It offers solid cold start protection, excellent oxidation resistance, and compatibility with many turbocharged and high-performance engines. The real issue is value. If you're paying substantially more simply because of the branding, you may not be getting a proportional improvement in protection. Unless your vehicle specifically recommends Castrol, or you